Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody, wherever you are in the world. Welcome once again to another session of Living World of Darkness. This is a scene for the Mage venue. We open up in a certain somebody's place of dwelling, somebody who the larger Mage community has yet to meet, yet to know about, really. Somebody who's been enjoying a life of maybe not ease, but blissful ignorance to the workings of the world around him. And unfortunately, even for a normal person in the world of darkness, life is not without its sudden problems, its sudden stresses. And very recently, somebody very close to him, his sister, had been talking about a new job that she was looking forward to, something that may serve to help them sort of move up a bit in the world and move up in life in general, not worry so much about money. Unfortunately, this young woman has all but gone missing for the past 3 days. She has not served to contact any of their mutual friends, nor has she served to contact Sketch at all. And things are getting a bit worrisome as she doesn't often go this long, not even on one of her binges, without letting somebody know she's still alive.
Yep. So Sketch wanders around the apartment. It's not the cleanest as he kind of rubs his hair, pacing up and down, looking at his phone constantly. He's probably doing it now for about the 3 days. And he'll look through the messages, probably scanning through each and every one to make sure that Annie even told him the name of the modeling company, or even that to start off with, just to start somewhere and see where the hell did she go, basically.
Scanning the messages, really, she just talks about this independent photographer with lots and lots of connections who seems like really legit. But unfortunately, she wasn't forward thinking enough to give an address or anything.
Did she give a name of the photographer by any chance? This big independent guy.
She did give the name to the photographer. She said that her name was Elise Crawford.
Right. He just nods and begins to move forward, kind of, Elise Crawford. Okay. And he would probably basically sludge off beer cans, fucking anything really, packets of condoms and all that off the computer, because nobody ever tidies up in this fucking place, especially him, as he kind of will type in the name Elise Crawford and kind of, see what he can find out from the internet first.
Google doesn't provide you with any hits, unfortunately. You get a LinkedIn page and a Facebook, but these people don't appear to be photographers. One appears to be like a middle schooler or something, and another is a 40-year-old woman who talks a lot about recipes.
He just kind of shakes his head like, fuck. So he'll kind of, he'll ring basically the roommate, which is Kate, and, or leave a voicemail. Basically, either both ring. If she doesn't answer, he'll leave a message. Does the name Elise Crawford ring a bell in any of the circles you go in? Would be the message you would type.
He'll get a text back before too long. Isn't that the chick Annie was on about?
Yeah. She hasn't been back. She hasn't been back yet. I'm worried.
Shit. I haven't heard the name.
Fuck. All right. Independent photographer. He'll kind of think. And he'll just part of him, his kind of gut drops, and you think, I hope it's not porn, as he's like walking out the door, basically, and he'll head to. Basically, but to be honest, he'll head out the door as he's walking, ringing. Basically, the only other person he really talk to is the tattoo guy, Rusty, basically, and he will ring, asking very calmly, and probably head towards the Brooklyn area.
He'll pick up the phone after a while, sort of introduce it with his business name first of all.
Yeah. Rusty, it's me, it's Sketch. Annie's missing. Do you know of this independent photographer, or where I could where she would be? With Kate Crawford or something like that, or would you know the best place to go?
How long ago did she run off?
She's been gone for about 3 days.
He thinks for a little bit. I thought she said she was doing some shoot on site somewhere in Manhattan.
Manhattan?
Yeah, real big gig.
Did she say where? In Manhattan?
Let me check. And you hear like the noises of somebody going through their phone, a couple like taps that you can hear through the speaker.
And he'll just kind of pace as he's walking down the street, lighting a cigarette as he's walking.
Right. She said she was meeting him somewhere. Liberty Park, I guess.
Liberty Park. All right. Cheers. I'll take a look for her there. If not, I'll be back to work tomorrow. I'm just going to spend the day looking for her. If not, I'll file up a report or some shit.
Yeah, good luck.
All right. See you later. And he'll hang up the phone and start literally kind of, half jogging, to basically Liberty Park, basically.
You're not jogging all the way from Brooklyn, are you?
No, he'll jog about 20 minutes and then double over and realize how unfit he is because he smokes like a chimney, and then call a cab.
Okay, that'll be much quicker than the.
Yeah. He probably realizes halfway through this is not serving me well.
There.
Yeah. No, he'll eventually call a cab after realizing he's an idiot for trying to run all the way there.
Shaved a good 3 hours off your journey.
Yeah.
As, the cabbie will take you essentially where you want to go. No real hiccups or anything except for mine. And he'll let you off right at the park. You can see the Statue of Liberty in the distance. There are a couple people, typical tourists, though it's a bit off season, so not many.
He'll look around, basically he'll look at the tourists that probably wouldn't have seen her, and he'll just basically look around the area and spend as much as he can, looking through every kind of, what would be a model shooting place. He kind of is looking around, kind of confused, like it's a park, looking up and down, basically.
The place, unfortunately, doesn't look like there's a shoot going on at the moment, save for people taking photographs of the landmark nearby.
Is there anyone else other than people taking photographs, like a person walking or sitting down, or anyone that basically does not look touristy?
Yeah, there are probably a couple locals just on their way here and there.
He'll run up to the nearest one and be like, "Hey man, was there a modeling shoot here recently at all? Maybe the last 3 days?"
The person you approach kind of shrugs. Not that I know of. Those usually don't take place here.
Right. And he'll take out his phone and get a picture of Annie. Have you seen this girl at all?
He takes a look and after a while just shakes his head. No, haven't seen her.
He just, thanks man, and he kind of wander around, basically looking through, just basically searching base high up and low, basically moving, searching, even ringing her phone several times, even if it is dead or just trying anything and everything, getting a bit more desperate as he's moving.
As he searches around, the less ordered and normal his search becomes, and the more he just begins to like look around randomly, more desperately. After a while, he'll hear a bit of a psst noise coming from one of the alleyways.
Yeah, he'll kind of like spin on his heel and like follow the sound, basically.
As he approaches, he sees fairly attractive yet out of place looking woman. She looks like she's lit, although the alleyway is particularly dark, and she just kind of looks around. Are you looking for something?
Yeah, I'm looking for my sister. Her name's Annie. She's, she hasn't come home.
She just kind of pauses a bit and nods. Why here?
This is where she said her modeling shoot was.
Nothing of the sort near here.
Fuck. And he kind of like rubs his hair. Then why would she? She said she was after getting modeling work recently. Big money, some independent photographer.
You think they told her the truth?
Danny wouldn't lie to me. He says that, well, immediately in the back of his head going, she lied to me.
So she lied to you?
Yeah. Well, why would she? Unless she wasn't modeling. Oh, fuck. I mean, I don't know. She's been looking for model work for ages, so why would she lie about this?
Might not be too late to save her.
Well, how would I know where to... He kind of cranes his head and looks at the woman. How would I know where to look? I can't.
And the woman will pull out a piece of paper and offer it to him.
He'll take it, like staring at her quite oddly as he takes it and like looks down at what folds it out and looks at it, basically.
It has an address on it. It's in Annie's handwriting.
Who are you?
You don't have much time.
Right. Fuck yeah, shit. And he'll run past her basically, like looking at the address and basically trying to hail down a cab quite quickly,
As you do this, things are vaguely strange and surreal as you run. It feels as if powered by this sheer need to save her. You move so much more quickly, more precisely. Things just kind of slide out of your way as you do. And as you call the cab and give the person the address, the cabbie sort of like furrows his brow.
Looks at him. Well, what's up? Yeah, we kind of need to go, man. Shit.
You sure? It's a construction zone. I might not be able to get you in there.
Just get me as close as you can. I'll pay whatever you need. He kind of just looks at him like quite firmly,
He just gives him a bit of a shrug and starts driving.
Yeah. Sketch will just sit there like a construction site. What the fuck?
As the cabbie pulls up, it's definitely confirmed. The only real building there looks to be sort of one of those temporary tents that get set up places. The others are in various states of sort of ruin and decay. Lots of graffiti around. The place doesn't look inviting in any way.
He'll pay the guy whatever and kind of get out of the cab and kind of look like, Annie, what the fuck have you done? And he'll kind of start to move quite quickly, but also quietly as he can as well, because God knows what's fucking in here. As he like takes a step over and just looks around and just is quite nervous.
Where do you want to check first? The buildings or the tent?
We'll check the tent first and see what we're dealing with. And he'll kind of like gently come over to it and kind of slowly pull down the zip.
As he pulls it down, he gets a whiff on what's inside, and it does not smell pleasant. As he steps forward to take a look, he sees a very grisly scene. Though it's not over the top like in some horror film, there does appear to be a person there who's been slashed up, just their body covered in cuts and lacerations. Nobody that he recognizes, but there's a very ornate looking dagger nearby with weird symbols engraved into it.
Yeah, the bile will rise in his throat as he kind of turns and like coughs for a few seconds, catching his breath. And the initial panic of, oh, fuck. And then he realizes it's not Annie as he stares at the body and then stares at the dagger and just like, what the fuck? And like, doesn't go out to touch it, but just like, how long has this body been here from what he can tell? Or is it recent?
It looks relatively fresh, and as he approaches it, sort of the boxes and things that are in this tent, he walks around them, and he sees an open cellar door. There are a couple blood puddles nearby.
Oh, fuck. And he'll look at the dagger and like reach his hands out towards it and just slowly enclose his hands around it and look at the door then and just basically he's gonna do whatever this is, he might have to fucking stab a fucker with it. So yeah, he'll pick it up gently as he can, testing the weight.
It's definitely quite heavy, and its length is about half that of his forearm. It's definitely sharp enough to serve as a weapon.
You just look at it like, Jesus, and then like take very slow, deliberate steps towards the cellar door.
Nothing strange happens here. You can see down it. There is a staircase. It looks fairly long, like more of a permanent structure than the tent is.
Right. And he'll take a breath. Gotta go find Annie. And he'll go down the corridor, taking very slow, taking his time, scanning everything he can see, not rushing, not charging, but just slow, deliberate steps.
As he slowly trudges through the corridor, he doesn't see anything yet out of the ordinary. The walls are made of dirty concrete, much like the ceiling and the floor. Although he hears something in his ears at this point, a sort of the thump, thump. Very reminiscent of a heart beating.
Yeah, his own heart will probably match that in his chest as he takes a breath and tries to steady his nerves as his hands around the dagger even shake as he's taking another step forward and just moving. His probably feet actually go in time of the heartbeat as well as he's just slowly traipsing his way along the corridor, checking if he comes by a room, checking in, but his breathing just seems to heighten almost.
After a while, walking down the corridor, he does hear something. It sounds like Annie's voice, although not as bubbly, chipper, or happy as normal. There's something eerily calm about it as she says, "Is this the next step?"
What the fuck? Once he hears Annie's voice, he begins to pick up his pace. But still, like, next step, is he kind of like probably just start, well, to be honest, he just starts moving faster, probably, you know, his steps become more heavier and pronounced as the dagger even grips tightly.
He hears mumbling as though there's someone there with her responding to her questions. And after a while, he comes across what looks to be an opening into another room, finally.
And once he sees it, he takes a breath. Okay, Sketch, come on. You can do it. You promise. You made a promise. You made a promise. And you just go through the opening, basically, you know?
As he rushes through it, he does finally manage to see Annie, and he sees someone with her. An average height figure with long, curly black hair, who's holding a dagger that matches his. Annie has her hands on it as well, and they're pointing it right between her collarbone so that it's very close to piercing through her throat.
Yeah, he'll kind of like, you know, look at that and, you know, he'll even say, you know, Annie, what the fuck?
The two of them turn to look at you. Annie appears somewhat dazed, but something in her face changes as she sees you, and she just says, "Sketch, what are you doing here?"
I came to get you. Who the fuck? You know, he kind of, you know, raised the knife very defensively. Who the fuck is this?
"This is my friend. She's shown me something amazing."
Amazing.
Yeah.
He kind of like, he's like dumbstruck. And there's a fucking dead body up there. That's not. What the fuck is going on?
It's okay. We don't have to be scared.
Annie, no, this is fucking crazy. Look, lady, who the fuck are you and what are you doing with my sister?
Woman just looks at you, eyebrows raised. "I'm surprised you even made it this far."
Well, I'm fucking full of surprises, me, so how about you take the knife off my sister's collarbone there?
She'll very slowly pull the knife back.
Now, I don't know what sort of sick voodoo weirdo shit you guys are into, man, but Annie's coming with me. You know, you take like one step forward, you know, still with the knife raised.
"I think that's her choice, not ours." As the woman with dark hair gives a faint smile.
You kind of like look over at Annie and like, Annie, come on.
Annie wavers on her feet for a moment as the dark-haired woman steps away from her. She cracks open the massive double doors on the other side of the room. Suddenly, Sketch can hear that heartbeat, that breathing so much harder. Melise says, "You've almost made it, Annie. Just walk through here."
Annie, come on back with me. It's all right. You don't have to go with that woman. You can come back with me. Come on, it's okay.
And You see Annie's eyes well up into tears as she moves as though to approach you, but it's almost unnatural the way that she jerks herself back. I can't. I have to go in.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have to go. You don't have to go anywhere.
And she starts very slowly taking steps towards that door that's been opened for her.
Yeah, Sketch darts like a cat and just takes hold of Annie's hand. You know, Annie, you don't have to go anywhere. It's fine. Come on. He tried to pull, but keeping his eye on the woman as well as much as he can.
As he does so, he hears the voice of that woman he saw in the alleyway in his ears. And she says, "You have to save her. Time's up."
Yeah, he kind of like, his eyes kind of like blaze, and looking at the woman, he holds the knife and literally just charges like a frontal throw, you know, just fires the knife at her, basically aiming as hard as he can, basically, you know.
Go ahead and make me a Dex Athletics check.
Okay, Sketch. Let's see how we do with this. I have to open up Discord. Come on, computer, don't be so slow.
Started the scene at least.
Yeah, no, my Discord's taking. Discord's just taking this time for me. Mage.
I did the little scene start thing. It should be. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Now it should be there.
Alright, there we go. Here's my roll. I get 3.
Nice. You throw the knife at her with a very shocking sort of precision as you feel almost by sheer dumb luck the knife flies towards her and hits her directly in the stomach. She very quickly falls to her knees and hisses, "I offered you a gift."
You kind of like won't say anything and basically attempt to fireman carry Annie out of there, basically like, fuck your gift, and just keep, you know, is like basically running at full speed if he can, like basically just hoist her up over his shoulder and move as fast as he can.
As he does so, the place begins to rumble as if the very, very basement itself has been outraged by this. As the doors fling themselves open and massive clawed tentacles start flying towards you and Annie.
Sketch, what he will do, he will basically look at the tentacles coming and throw Annie and basically body block her, so the tentacles get him instead of her, basically. He'll turn, so they basically, you know, basically put his body in the way.
As the tendrils fly towards you, the massive spikes on the end bite into your skin. You feel a seething pain rocket through your body. And then things stop. And as you stand there, everything seems frozen as this woman approaches you again.
Yeah, kind of like grumble and hiss in pain and look up at her. What the fuck is happening?
You're gonna die here unless we do some crazy shit.
Right. crazy. Shit. Okay. How the fuck am I meant to be Cthulhu, bitch? Then he kind of looks at her, the woman.
She grins. Their corruption's predictable. You have to not be. Can you do that?
I mean, sure. He kind of looks at her so bamboozled. Unpredictable. With tentacle spikes. In my body. Yeah, okay, unpredictable. Okay, fair enough. Right.
And she'll hold out her hand.
Yeah, and he'll reach it and take it, trusting her, holding on to Annie at the same time. But, it's okay, unpredictable as he's holding her hand.
This won't be easy, but I hope you don't regret it. Do you trust me?
As long as Annie makes... Yeah, I try. Fuck it, yeah, fuck it. Do your weird shit, weird glowy lady thing. I don't fucking know. Oh god, as he closes his eyes.
I need you to run into the tentacles, and she will disappear.
I need to what? Oh fuck it! He just runs at full speed, oh fuck, as he's charging,
He recklessly runs towards them. They curl up hungrily, prepared to strike. He sees them aim directly for his own and Annie, right for the jugulars. And right as they begin to strike, he feels an immense power ricocheting throughout his body. Instinctively, you throw your hand out to meet one of them, and as you grasp it, it shrieks in horror and pain as whatever these creatures are just begin to ignite into flames of dancing various colors. It hisses in pain and retreats back into the door that it was pulled out of. And at this point, Naomi, what are you up to today?
I mean, I feel that Naomi's picture sums up exactly what she's doing right now. She has taken a picture to the roof of the chantry. And she's currently
Naomi,
enjoying the opening race of spring.
For the first time in quite a while, you're relaxing. You look up at the sun and you're drinking and you just kind of feel somewhat at ease for once. When you feel it, you know what it is by now. The intense bursts of energy rocketing throughout the sky, almost assaulting you. This time, two very powerful bursts. As the scent of smoke begins to fill the area for you, you cough a bit as the bruises in your arms itch, and you feel that gnawing discomfort.
If the smell with the smell, she'll stand and be like, why? Fuck off. Fuck off. And where the smell is coming from, she will throw the bottle in her hand in that direction over the roof of the chantry to smash on the road below.
Naomi will hear the glass shatter, and she will hear somebody scream, "What the fuck?" Crazy bitch!
Fuck you! As she follows the scent of smoke downstairs. And yeah, well, head into her chantry, and in fact, while she's moving, she will be focusing on the direction of this burst. And okay, fuck you, cunt. If this is gonna fucking happen again, and then fuck you. You can at least like tell me what it is without me having to fucking work it out myself. As she's going to try and locate the source of this magical burst. How many successes does she need? Is it no connection, or does she count as having some kind of connection to it?
I'll say since this is kind of an instinctual thing for mages, I'll only ask for 3 successes.
Okay. So it is diff 5.
Yeah.
Lowered by her chantry, lowered by the node and her sanctum to effectively difficulty 2. So diff 3. Mm-hmm. Found you. So yeah, as she enters the sanctum, she'll briefly focus on this particular source of utter fucking horror. It's like, fuck. Okay. Is she aware that it's a building site? With that.
Yeah, as you focus on it, you can see it. It's shockingly similar to the place that Darcy awakened, in the fact that it's mostly rubble, sort of proof of human destruction, and you can even focus in on that lovely white tent.
Please fuck no. Please fuck no. Okay. Is there somewhere out of the way she can appear?
Well, there's definitely nobody in that tent except a corpse.
Okay. So yeah, she is going to appear in that tent. And that's 1. In fact, no, that's 3 successes by my count. As she pitches through the floor and falls into the tent, puts her hand in her bag, like, right, let's fucking find this, follow the fucking screaming.
And indeed, there is screaming. You also hear what sounds like minor explosions inside, and there is a lot of dust being kicked up through that cellar door.
Fuck this, she says, going towards the door. Surely fucking Luke's better at this shit. Surely fucking Luke. Or fucking anyone, as she is, yeah, heading there. And she will be shouting through her mind for other mages for any help, somewhat futilely. It's somewhat far from where everyone actually lives and is at this point in time.
It seems you're entirely on your own. You go down into the cellar?
Yep.
Okay. The inside of it is now faintly hot, uncomfortable, and moist. And you too can hear in your ears that vague, unpleasant heartbeat. And you smell the scent of burnt and rotting seafood, maybe?
Nomi realizes she's hungry.
Smells delicious.
Not a great cook.
And as you rush in, you will happen upon the site. There's a lot of smoke, a lot of stench of rot, and you see this guy holding a young woman in his arms. Both of them seem to be just bleeding pure energy. And You also see on the other side of the room Elise, the very bad-looking stab wound.
What the fuck?
Jet Sketch is just like, you know, like covering Annie, basically, like looks up at the woman and like looks at this other woman and kind of like, help. You know, it's like completely like broken voice, you know, like, I just shot fucking fire through my hands. You know, like he's completely just like eyes are bug-eyed nearly.
Naomi will look at at Elise, confused and upset.
She's
What does it
trying to
look
take
like? Fucking stabbed me.
she's trying to take my fucking sister.
She came here of her own free will.
Oh yeah, the creepy tentacle bitch goaded my sister to come in here of her own free will. Yeah, that makes total fucking sense. You know, snarling.
So we ask her.
Kind of looks down at Annie, you know. Did you come here? Uh, did you actually want to come here?
Annie looks a bit embarrassed, a bit ashamed, still a bit scared, and he just nods. Naomi, by the way, she is also bleeding pure energy.
Fuck. What brought them? Elise.
Elise just looks around. I offered her something better than what she had. I was going to teach her.
By having a knife at her throat? That doesn't look like a fucking lesson.
Because learning's never kind.
Elise nods.
No, fuck that. My sister's not going anywhere. But no, fuck that. And he kind of like stands in front of her, basically, you know.
Elise, is this building gonna fall down?
She takes a quick look around
You can
and
fucking tell me all the fuck you want, but I know what you did with the fucking building in Staten Island.
it was supposed to collapse after she walked in.
No. Fuck off. No, that's fucking.
Naomi, I was helping her.
What about all the fucking other people?
What other people?
She wasn't the only fucking one there. You know how many people died there.
There are casualties, Naomi. You know that.
Don't fucking bullshit me. You lured them there and hoped that one fucking woke up.
There's a very telling silence from Elise.
Shut the fuck up, Ken. As Naomi will actually say that out loud.
Yeah. The Sketch is like, what the fuck? Like, whatever this fucking is, we can just fucking, me and her can fuck off and leave you girls at it. He looks so confused, you know, like, what the fuck?
So are they leaving with you, or are we leaving together?
They're coming with me.
disappointed in you.
Well,
Okay.
that's fucking fine. If you were fucking right, then you'll see me again.
Elise will look up as the concrete room and hallways begin to shake and cracks begin to form along the walls.
Can Naomi see that? Is there any way Naomi can detect this as a genuinely magical effect?
Roll your
Or is
perception
this-
awareness.
Thank you. Let me remember what that is. Cool. Nine 666. How appropriate. So
This specifically doesn't feel magical. There are mundane ways to make a building fall down. Might just be structural damage.
fair enough. Okay. Get the fuck out because I can't hold this building up.
Right. Yep. He pulls Annie, moving quite quickly.
Naomi raises her hands towards Elise before saying, "Fuck you, this one's for Ginger," and turns around and leaves.
Elise watches, still clutching her stomach. There is genuine disappointment, a bit of sadness on her face as Naomi turns and leaves. And as you guys run, you'll watch the structure fall all around you as it very slowly starts to cave in, and then it speeds up more and more to the point where when actually go ahead and make me a Dex Athletics roll.
That's not a good dice pool.
Dice pool either. That's not a good dice pool either.
Hey, it's gonna be better than mine. Yeah.
3.
Got a 6!
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god. I was expecting one die for a moment.
Yeah, no, I do have a dot in athletics.
And all right, you guys do manage to make it through as the hallway and the cellar collapse all around you, leaving you in that smelly tent with the slashed up corpse.
Fuck.
What the fuck was that?
That's... Okay, first off, we need to get somewhere fucking safe because hopefully she fucking dies when the building falls down. And she's not looking at you as she says that last bit.
Right.
She's staring into space.
Right. Right. Oh. Wow. Oh. Right. Right. Kind of like it's just repeating, just like, okay, completely confused and probably in shock.
Look, okay. Look, we'll get you fucking out of here, okay? Fuck. How easily... So Sketch's sister's hurt, right? And
I think Sketch has hurt himself, I think.
how easily can those wounds be quickly hidden?
I mean, Sketch looks like what his picture looks like, so, you know, I'm assuming the tentacles have ripped up that probably that jacket, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Can't be
Annie definitely has a few on her arm. She looks like this.
Okay. Right, okay. Fuck, we'll try and get you out of here.
Right.
What
Fuck.
happened? I heard that thing talk to me.
Look, we need to get out of fucking here. This building's coming down, and hopefully there's no fucking cops, but frankly, I don't fucking trust cops in New York because of the times they tried to kill me. So, yeah, let's get out
Wait,
of here.
what? Sketch is like, wait, what? Like, huh? They tried to what?
Safe first, explanations later, okay?
Right, okay, yeah,
Fuck.
okay. Explanation
Okay.
later, right.
Fuck, need a cab or something. Just fucking follow me, okay?
Right. Okay.
Can you walk okay?
Looks at Annie, you know, can you walk okay?
I think so.
We'll manage.
Okay, fucking come with me. And someone fucking
Right.
call a cab or something.
Okay. He kind of like takes out his phone as he's like limping with Annie following her. I need you just hear, I need a cab. Yeah, a cab. That would be nice. You know, in this very like distant, far away voice.
Sir, where are you? Where can I pick you up?
We are like ruffles into his jacket, like wincing, and like repeats off the address of what he read. We're there, yeah. There's three of us, yeah. We're yeah. That would, you know, around the corner by there, yeah. That would be great.
I can meet you a block away.
Block away. Looks at Naomi. A block away.
Okay, that's fine.
Block away will do nicely. Thank you.
I'm Naomi, by the way.
Sketch. This is Annie.
Okay, well, welcome to shit. And I'll explain why you were shooting fire out of your fingers when... Fuck, how many people are around, Shelby?
Here in the construction zone, not many,
Okay.
really.
Fair enough. And there's no sirens or anything.
I'll roll you a fate die.
I'm sorry for asking that question.
You can hear fire trucks in the distance.
Right, okay. They're gonna fucking ask questions, so let's get the fuck away. And then
Yeah.
explanations, then cab. We're not going to explain in the cab for reasons that'll become fairly fucking apparent. And then explanations will got you to a safe place.
I mean, yeah, I don't think telling a guy I shot fire, well, like, he'd probably think we're on drugs or something.
Yeah, it's fair, hopefully. Worst things that could be, which we'll get to, that's a bit later down the fucking line, okay?
Right. Okay. Worst things. Okay, yeah. Right.
Okay,
It's
so
like,
firstly, big steps out of the way. You're a fucking wizard now.
I'm a what?
You're a wizard. Naomi's walking, glancing about. She's rolling up a cigarette as she says this.
What, like some fucking Harry Potter type shit? What the what? You
Yeah,
know,
basically.
he's like, oh, so wait.
Except no.
Yeah. You're not like taking me to Hogwarts or some shit, right? Like what? You're half pulling my leg here. What, you know, like what the fuck, man?
I mean, Not like actual Hogwarts. I'm taking you to a fucking warehouse in Staten Island.
Right. So, what the fuck was that thing? Like gesturing back.
A bad one.
Right. Okay, then. So you're like a good one, then?
I'm not one of them. Put it that way.
Right. He's just like, that's not the most reassuring statement of all time. And he's just like, okay. Right. I'm a
But
wizard.
good is a. Yeah. I'll tell you when I meet a good person.
Yeah, I hear that. Just kind of walking.
Okay. So, right, let's see. You're a wizard now. You've awakened to the glorious fabric of the multiverse. The universe is yours to command, and also your life is now shit. And you can't really be happy in all the ways you thought you were going to be happy. And people are going to probably try and kill you a lot. And I'm pretty sure the woman you met in there, is just trying to unmake all of reality and knows who you both are. So, like, yeah. Whilst I
Right.
say you're a fucking wizard, that's not really, like, priority one. At least, sorry, it is priority one. It's not a good thing, which reminds me. Naomi will, in the street, she will take a knife. She will reach into her handbag. She will take out a rusty shank, roll her sleeve up, slice down her arm.
What the fuck are you doing?
And activate Prime Sight. Magic.
By cutting yourself?
Yes. Magic is the unwrapping of reality to find out what lies beyond what your petty delusions and myths and lies tell you reality is, which is somewhat of a fucking high philosophy, but it's much easier to understand that what reality is like when it hurts.
Okay, I can get behind that.
Yeah. It's all
Right.
about breaking limits within your own mind. I'm assuming that you were fairly upset in there. Do either of them look weird under Prime Sight?
Define weird.
Not just magey, like...
There's quite a bit of dark resonance in Annie over there. Less so in Sketch, but they mostly just look magey.
Okay. Purely is probably not the comparison Naomi made. More dark resonance would make, but more dark resonance than Dahlia?
No, not more of it.
Okay.
A little
So
less, most likely.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. Oh, and so, right. You're a wizard now. Welcome to also, I suppose, the wonderful Council of the Nine Mystic Traditions. That's what we call ourselves. Because, the world's great. Magic isn't actually very fun because it hurts you if you try and do it. Yeah.
So being a mage is pretty shit then.
Yeah, basically.
He just says, right. Because that's so much better than what I had planned. He just looks even more defeated. He's like, well, that's just shit.
What did you do before?
I was a tattoo artist.
You can probably still be a tattoo artist. You could probably become a really fucking good tattoo artist. Assuming... I'd keep a lot of stuff off the books. The bad guys control the government. Well, different bad guys.
Dude, I'm so poor. I don't even think the government knows I'm fucking around, man.
That's a good sign.
Right. He kind of like looks at her like, it's not good to be poor, but okay. You know?
No, okay. So here's the thing. Like, that thing and that she's called. Well, she's called Elise. She's also what's called a fucking Nefondi, and frankly, the fact I've even talked to her is a bit of an issue. I'd kind of take it as a bit of a favor if she didn't.
I mean,
Help.
I'll just say you found me and her. You know, I'll cover for you if you need to. You know?
That would actually mean a fuckload because, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'll just, you know, yeah. You kind of just like make friends, sketch, be nice, you know.
Okay. Yeah. Where's this fucking cab? And there's other people who also want to kill us.
Oh. Right. So not just crazy tentacle lady.
Yeah, there's also men. Did you ever see Men in Black?
Yeah.
And Terminator.
Yeah.
And Wall Street.
So I'm being chased by the Terminator Leonardo DiCaprio then. Right. Right. That's fucking weird and horrifying.
Yeah. More or less. And so yeah, that's them. So that's the government. Grey men, technocrats, call them whatever the fuck you want. Yeah. Say, my name's Naomi. I'm part of something called the Order of the Nine Mystic Traditions. Someone who's probably going to turn up in a bit and is going to be very pissed off. It's called Catherine. She'll be very... You know what? Yeah, now's not the time to be clever. She's something called a Hollow One. Not that important, really. Names, groups of mages, whatever. I'm probably going way too fucking ahead from you.
Yeah, just a little bit, yeah. Just yeah. You lost me on the Men in Black Terminator things.
Yeah, they don't like magic. They also kind of are magic.
Okay.
But separate issue.
Right. Magic, not magic. Okay, I'm with you.
You look like you need a drink.
I look like I need a lot of... Yeah, drinking any strong hallucinogenic would be really nice. He just rubs his head.
Oh, I can supply that. Although probably
Perfect.
Not get in the cab.
He's just like, hey, she's also has drugs. Brilliant. You know. He's just like,
probably not right before we get in the cab. Is this the cab?
I'm assuming this is the cab. You know, as he kind of just like looks like, what the fuck have I gotten into?
And yeah, it's like, and Naomi will, when the cab stops, Naomi will get in and give direction and give an address that's about a block away from the Chantry. Now imagine there's a somewhat long and comfortable taxi drive.
The taxi driver is Armenian and listens to really bad rap. He also smells faintly of cabbage.
Perfect.
Excellent. So then, I don't know whether you want to end the scene there and start another one, or...
Sounds good to me. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another scene for Living World of Darkness. mage across New York.